What's going on, guys? I'm Danny, and thank you so much for checking out my YouTube channel. This right here is going to be different from the videos that I usually put on here, but this is one that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's one that I found to be very important. This is going to be my story, my weight loss journey, which has actually been pretty significant, and I've had a lot of requests to make this video for a long time now, and I've been through this in my mind a bunch of times how I wanted to do it, and I kind of just came to the idea how I just want to talk to you guys, talk regular to you, and so you can relate and understand what I've been through, what I go through, what I'm going through, and how I've gotten to this point and where I was very short time ago. I'm going to start off by saying how much I weighed. In April of this year, April 2017. April 3rd, I weighed 324.6 pounds. So 325 pounds, because I'm pretty sure that I lost a little bit, just a little, right before I had weighed in. That's huge. That's really bad, and I was extremely unhealthy. My height is I'm only like 5'6.5", 5'7". But for that to be a number that anybody it's really not, it's not the best. I was at a point in my life where I was at a point in my life where I had always had weight issues. My family, my whole family for the most part, we have weight troubles. We go up and down, up and down. It happens. It's an ongoing battle my whole entire life. But by April, what had happened that really kind of struck me. It was about a year and a half ago, or actually it's almost 2 years now. I had lost my dog, very tragically. Oreo I can't talk past tense. Oreo is my best friend in the whole entire world. I've never met a more pure, loving, and caring soul. And things, I'm not going to get into it, but things happened very tragically and very painful. And it set me over the edge. Now, like I said, I had already had a weight issue, so this just kind of pushed me on top. And I think by the end of the year, I wound up gaining another 50 to 60 pounds, and I reached that 325 pounds, and it was scary. People ask what I was eating, how I got to that point, and depression. I mean, straight out depression. I was so upset. I was so hurt. And I didn't know what to do, and I really could say that I stopped caring. What was I eating? All the wrong things. I was eating pizza, I'd say a good 5 to 6 nights a week, and I'm talking a lot. I'm talking like, if I was going out to buy slices, I was buying like at least 4. If I was ordering in from like a Domino's, Pizza Hut, or Papa John's something, I was ordering a pie to like sometimes a pie and a half I would have. That is all in addition to constant energy drinks. I was having about 4 to 5 energy drinks a day, and I would have to go to sleep. I'd go to sleep and down an energy drink, or wake up in the middle of the night, down an energy drink, go back to sleep, and it was. I would also go out to 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven was like my home. I would also go out to 7-Eleven, and I'd say good 6 to 7 nights a week, and spend probably 20 to 25 pounds on 25 pounds, but $20 to $25 on food, and like as energy drinks and just snacks. And when I mean snacks, I mean like I'm talking candy bars and cakes, and sometimes sit down and have cakes, and boxes of Pop-Tarts, and just chocolate and Reese's. Reese's was my thing. And it got so bad. I just recently had seen footage. I'm not going to include that footage in this specific video, maybe a future one, but I've seen footage of how I looked, and I was sitting down right here on this couch, and I was a disaster. You could see the pain from everything just on me. I was wearing my pain, and it was hard to watch. And I remember everything that I felt. I mean, because of all the pizza and everything and all the bad food that I was having, I wasn't having good food at all. I would have heartburn all day long, acid indigestion. I would be popping Alka-Seltzer, I'd say like good 2-3 pills a day. It was so bad. I was always in pain. I'd wake up in the middle of the night. It was hard to breathe. I was always nauseous from it. I remember walking up to the avenue, which is a 5-minute walk I would be completely winded, completely out of breath. There are clips that I didn't include in videos on this YouTube channel where I'd be doing like out and abouts and vlogs, and if you hear the stuff that I cut out, it was just footage of me holding the camera down, breathing super heavy, just like out of breath. And I remember sitting there watching it when I was that size, and it would hurt me to watch, and I knew I needed help, but I didn't know how to take the proper steps. And nothing inspired me to do more. I remember waking up. I slept bad every single night. Waking up in the mornings to get up out of bed, for my size, to get up out of bed at 325 pounds, I would always have to rock myself up. This is no joke. I was in such a serious condition, and nobody really knew the extent. My family knew the extent, but it's just it was something that was just kind of kept to myself. I didn't want people knowing these things, just because I'm the type of person, when there's an issue, bottle it up, and that's that. That's my story of where I was. I'm glad that is past tense. Now let's talk about where I am and how I got here. Guys, on the morning of April 3rd, I woke up and something in my mind told me, Danny, you have a little spark of inspiration, a little spark of motivation, for no specific reason. I just woke up, and I must have, had agita or something, and I remember just telling myself, like, you should do something today. You should run with it. You should walk around the park, something to get some exercise, to jumpstart something. And I didn't know, I didn't exactly know what to do. And one thing that just stuck with me, I remember telling myself, don't let this pass. And I got on my workout clothes. I don't know why, but I got my workout clothes, and I went out, which barely fit me, by the way. Couldn't even find them because I hadn't used them in so long. And I walked around the park 2 times. 2 times is 2.5 miles around my park. It was very hard for me to do it, and actually something almost broke that for me when before I went. And I said, you know what, forget it. That's it. I'm done. I just have no interest in doing this. The moment has passed. And then and it kind of came back to me, and I ran. That's one thing I want to say before anything else. Also, guys, if you this spark, this moment of motivation, if you get that, and you're like on a similar journey as myself, whether it's weight loss or anything, if you get this little spark, run with it, and don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for Monday, which everybody always says, which I've always said. Don't wait. Okay, I have this spark. I'm going to do this time. No. Run with the spark. It's so important, because you honestly do not know when that moment is going to come back. It could take a week, it could take a month, a day, it could take a year, it could take years. And that's where I was, and that's why I had gotten to the size that I was. And I went around the park that day, and I remember getting home, and I said to myself, okay, you did it. You started. There is no more starting. You've started. Run with this and keep going. And that's exactly what I did. I every day I got up and I did 2 times around the park, and I was embarrassed to be out there because I felt like the whole neighborhood was looking at me, and I was out of breath, and I couldn't run, and I felt my whole body was moving along with me because of the amount of weight that I was, the amount that I weighed, and it was really it was hard to get used to because it was just, like I said, it was just embarrassing, but I pushed forward. And that's one thing that's just so severely important. Push forward. Don't go back. Where are you going to go? You're going to go backwards. You're only going to hurt yourself. So I did that, and I started with that. And it wasn't even starting with food. I just knew that one little thing at a time would make a difference. And it did. Those 2 times, that from that one little spark, those 2 times it turned into 2 times a day. And then that turned into, okay, maybe I won't eat at night anymore, because I was eating at like 2 in the morning. So maybe I won't eat that late at night anymore. So it progressed into that, where my eating time started to change. And I kind of tried to cut myself off at like a 10 o'clock level, because I was going to sleep late, like 3 in the morning. So I stopped eating 2, 3, 4 hours before bed. And instead of the energy drinks, I decided to cut down from like 5 to like 2. And then little things like that, and it went from that to water, and I was drinking more water, and then I decided to switch the times that I ate my heaviest meal. My heaviest meal would be in the middle of the day or towards breakfast, and the lighter meal at nighttime, and it kind of snowballed and spiraled into something big, and I started to lose weight quick, and it was the more that I pushed, the more that I lost, and I watched my numbers go. I believe within like the first month, I lost like 25 pounds, and I was amazed, and I was like, wow, I could really do this. And one thing that I remember saying in the beginning is, how are you going to do this? You have to lose 135 pounds, because I wanted to get down to 190. You have to lose 135 pounds. That seems impossible. Man, was I wrong. Nothing's impossible. That's one thing you guys have to understand and have to realize and really truly let into your lives, because nothing is impossible. And in April, I was saying this. April of 2017, this year, I have 135 pounds to lose. Well, guys, I pushed past the walking. Those 2 times around the park turned into 3 times around the park. The 3 times around the park turned into 4 times around the park. 7 days a week of walking around the park turned into 4 days walking around the park, and 3 days at the gym. I started lifting weights. I started doing more cardio, cardio machines with weights, elliptical, and then the walking around the park, I started running. And this progressed over this time. Now keep in mind, this is 9 months after I started, or it's not even 9 months yet. It's going to be 9 months on January 3rd, and I can gladly and honestly say that in this time, from April 3rd, 2017 to December 22nd, 2017, I've lost 134 pounds. I am now currently 190 pounds, 190.6, and it's such an incredible feeling to go to just think that back in April, I was standing here and I was saying to myself, man, how am I going to possibly lose 135 pounds? And now I'm standing here and I'm like, well, you're 0.6 pounds, 0.6, less than a pound away from hitting your original goal. It is something truly inspiring, and it inspired myself. There was nothing specific that really kind of amped me and pushed me to go. It was myself, and it was that one spark. And I did all of this healthy. None of it was from pills. None of it was from certain drinks. This was, I'm talking, I currently wasn't working. So this was 7 days a week of hard work, dedication, day and night. I wake up in the morning, go work out, whether it be the park or the gym, and I would come home and I would eat my meals and have my healthy meals, because I understand this was not a diet. This was a lifestyle change. I needed to do something and figure something out that would that would be something that I can continue throughout this whole entire experience, throughout my whole entire life. Not something that's a diet where I just want to lose a certain amount of weight and it's temporary, because I've been through that and those didn't work for me. So I continued and it just got better and better and increased into this tremendous lifestyle change. And one thing that I have to say is I didn't limit myself. I have cravings. This is not like cravings have disappeared. I have my cravings all the time, and a lot of people ask, well, what do you do for cravings? How do you not eat them? You do eat them. You figure out how to work it in. When I first started, I was having 4 cheat meals a week. Now I have about 1 to 2 cheat meals a week. If I'm craving something, I had to have it. I personally had to have it because I know myself, and if I did not indulge occasionally, I would spiral backwards, and that happened countless times. So yeah, I'd have my pizza, I'd have my burger and fries, I would have my snacks and my chips, but it's all in moderation, just like they always say, and I always found that to be complete bull BS, but it's not. One thing that you have to realize that a lot of people don't realize, the common term in weight loss and everything is you hear cheat day. It's not a cheat day. You can't give yourself a cheat day. Give yourself cheat meals throughout the week. Cheat day, you could destroy everything that you've done within the week, and then you're back to square one. It's a cheat meal. Get it out of your system. Have it. right after that, get right back to it. If it's your lunch meal, by dinner you're back on it. It's so important. And in fact, you know what? It's I have something I want to show you guys. Like that's such a vital thing. You have to have what you want. You have to eat those things that you want to have. Otherwise, what's the point? It's not fun. It's so unrealistic for me personally. I mean, I'm a huge sweets guy and pizza guy. For me not to have this anymore would just be ridiculous. One thing I want to show you guys is how hard I was working out. I just recently got new shoes. Well, a couple months ago now, and because I was working 7 days a week, I wound up working out 7 days a week, super hard, and I mean intense workouts. Because I was doing this and pushing myself to the next step and the next limit and the next limit, and every single time that I told myself, all right, one more, I would do one more, and then I would tell myself, don't tell yourself what to do another one, and I would do another one, and then I would do another one, and this is how my mentality has been the whole entire time. I fight myself. But it's for the better and it's for the positive. Let me show you guys my shoes. I got these on my birthday, June 5th, and I worked out so hard that by 2 weeks in, the bottoms of my shoes were already worn down, and by 2 months in, these are my shoes. Check these out. Look at this. I push and I push and I wore them down completely so that there are holes in them, pieces falling out, acorns around the park going up in them, cutting my feet. I'm talking blood, sweat, and tears. And when you hear people tell you, oh, I put my blood, sweat, and tears into it, I don't know if they're serious, but I know I'm serious. Blood, sweat, and tears, blisters, calluses, bruises, and this was all the time. And I was willing to do that because I needed to push and get myself in a better spot. Guys, I feel fantastic. I feel like a completely brand new person. I kind of want to go over the foods that I do eat that have helped, but I feel like maybe that should be for another video. I will say that I do go like I do have snacks. There are certain alternates, like for ice cream. I was a huge ice cream guy, still am. I would have Halo Top ice cream, and if you find your flavor, like the right flavor that you actually enjoy, I mean, for a pint of that, it's like 320 calories, 280 calories, when regular like pints of Ben and Jerry's, which is what I used to love, are like a full day's worth of calories. And chips, there are alternate chips, like veggie chips, certain ones that I like, spicy ones. These things, cucumbers, stuff like that. These are things that I love, and things that helped push me and aid me to complete this journey. And I'm not done, and I never will be done. And you guys got to understand, even throughout all this, and how hyper and excitable I am right now. I struggle all the time. I didn't get past everything that happened with me and me and my pup. These things haunt me. I have these cravings all the time. I still go into, like, say, 7-Eleven, even though I try to avoid it as much as I can. I go into 7-Eleven and I look around, and my mind's still like, oh, hey, let's get that, let's get that, let's get that, let's get that. But I've become so mentally strong now that I'm able to, no, let's not do that. Maybe on a cheap meal day, you go and you get one thing. And this has been a journey, and I wanted to share this with you because, man, what I would have done to have had somebody to inspire me or try and inspire me, and it just, it didn't connect for me, but I'm glad that I found my way. And I do share a lot of my personal experiences, both good and bad, on my social media, Instagram especially, so that you guys can relate and you guys can understand that I struggle with this as well, and I have my good days and I have my bad days for sure. And I have gotten so many, not just supportive messages, but there are plenty of supportive messages that help me keep going. But messages of people telling me, hey, since I started watching you 9 months ago, or since I started watching you a couple weeks ago or a few months ago, I've got people telling me that they have lost weight. I got people telling me they've lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds because of my journey. And that is an incredible feeling. And that just shows me how far I've come. And I know that New Year's is here, and everybody's got their New Year's resolutions to lose the weight, and they want to do something for the new year. Well, guys, don't wait for tomorrow. Do it right now. It's so important. And I figure maybe this video can help inspire somebody. I know it's becoming long. We're 20 minutes into this right now, but so many things that I wanted to say, so many things that I want to say that I have written down here. I mean, I have notes upon notes, and I know I skipped over 100 different things, but I guess I'll tackle them in other videos. Just wanted to say thank you guys for all the support, and I wanted you to know how hard I worked. I mean, guys, when I started this, I was a 3X shirt, and that was getting tight on me. And now I'm currently wearing large and mediums. And when I started, my pants were a 42 waist, and those were tight as anything on me. Now guys, I'm a 32 waist. I just got the jeans the other day, 32 waist. 34s are way too big on me. Of course the cuts, whatever, but 32s are what I'm wearing right now. And everything just feels better. I could breathe. My energy, my personality. I'm a whole new person, and I wanted to share this experience with you guys. And since this is a movie-related channel, I will start off. I'll finish off with a story here that I had. When I had gained so much weight, I remember going to the movies. I would still go all the time, but the amount of uncomfortable, what word am I looking for? I was uncomfortable. I'd sit down in the seat, and my love handles and my sides would spill over to the seat, the armrests. And I even had an experience where I remember I went to go see Power Rangers movie with my brother, and I sat down, and I was just wide and big, and the person next to me moved his cup to the other side, and I appreciated it, of course, but man, did that hurt, because it was like, wow, I can't even sit here without, without interrupting somebody. I can't sit down comfortably, and that was such a painful thing to experience for me. And I knew that I started doing good when I had sat down in a movie theater seat, and I was able to move around side to side, and I was like, damn, you know what? I'm doing good, and I'm proud of myself. And that was just extremely important to me. And yeah, guys, I don't know. It may seem silly to you, but it's to me, it's not. I will say, like I said, I'm much happier. My arms, everything getting toned, defined from the gym. I feel great. Like I said, my energy is up. Everything, a full-on lifestyle change, and I feel like I got my life back. And I'm glad that I went through this, because it's such a learning experience for me. And now I'm in a position where I was in a position back in April where I really needed help, and now in December of this year, I'm in a position where I can actually help others, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for those who stuck around. Just thank you for those who stuck around, who've supported me. Thank you so much. For all the new people here, welcome to the channel. You guys, I have a long way to go. I'm not perfect. I have some stretch marks on my body that I'm not proud of, but they're reminders, and I have loose skin, not much, I'm not gonna lie, but I like my body's still loose, and I want to tighten it up, and there's so much more, and there's so many more steps that I have, and I want you guys to experience this with me. And this was the first step, and this is a video that I had trouble getting started on. Excuse me, I just spit. I'm so sorry. And I know there are things throughout. I have like 20 pages here, sticky notes with notes on them, and messages in my phone, things that I'm going to forget, like I said in this video, but I will remember them. I just wanted to say thank you guys. If you want to see how I looked previously, maybe I'll include a little clip right here, because I do know that there was a clip of me back in February of this year, reviewing movies and doing, I think, a top 10 list of 2017, a top 20 list of 2017, and you could see my size, and it's something that I wanted. Just want to show you guys, just so you see where I was and how far I've come. And I'm proud, and I hope you're proud, and I hope you guys, if this helps in any way, please feel free. I want comments. If you have questions, leave questions down below. This is not a fake story. I don't want to hear this. It's impossible to lose the weight. If that's the attitude you want to go into this, then fine. That's on you. I know what I did. I know how hard I've been working. So this is this is a real story of somebody who's been through it and who's still going through it and who's come a long way. And that's that. I'm going to end on that note. Guys, thank you so much again. Questions, leave them down below. comments, leave them down below. You guys want to follow me on my social medias? I highly recommend it, especially if you're trying to lose weight and see more of the story. All those links will be to the social medias will be down in the description box below. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Please do me a favor. Like this video, comments, like I said. Share this video around. It's very important to me. This one is coming straight from the heart. Please share this around. If you know somebody who's struggling with a similar problem, maybe this will help. Maybe it won't. What works for me may not work for everybody else, and I know that for a fact. But share this around. It would mean the world to me. If I get an opportunity to share this, share my story with millions of people, I would be amazed, and I'd be so happy. And so yeah, guys, just you know, all the good stuff. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate you taking the time to sit and listen to me. I'm sorry it was a little bit of a longer video, but I want to thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and I love you guys. And thank you so much for just thank you. I don't know. I'm going to keep on saying it until I stop saying it. All right, guys, have a great one. As always, I'm Danny. Thank you so much for watching this channel, and I hope you guys have an amazing new year. And let's start off 2018 with a bang. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Take it easy. Peace.